Who can believe that we are completing September and heading up into October, and yet here we are. If you've been listening to me and following me, you'll have heard me say over and over and over this year, 2024, the speed is going to keep getting quicker and quicker and quicker. If you have not invested in support, now is the time to do it, because the year is going to keep getting faster and faster. Spoke with a client earlier today who said, couldn't believe it was the end of September. It felt like, it had just flashed by. Blinked her eyes and it was gone. And that it's going to get faster for the year. So make sure you have adequate support in place. If you want to have a conversation with me about that, please message me. I am happy to have that conversation with you. Now, so what's coming energy-wise for this week when we complete September and roll into October. So you're being asked to be committed and discerning. Discerning is the big theme for October. Watch out for my October monthly forecast, because that will go into that in depth. So September has put the spotlight on whether you are dedicated and committed to your purpose, to getting the results you say you want, to investing in the support you need to keep going amidst the fast pace of 2024. And October is asking you to discern what stays and what goes. Will it stay or will it go? Remember that song from years ago? You get to choose, right? You get to choose what's aligned with your values and your purpose and where you're going, right? The results that you want to achieve. And then you're being asked in October to let go of what isn't aligned, of what doesn't match, of what doesn't need to go forward with you. As I said, we'll go into more deeply in the October forecast. So this week, day to day, Monday, trust yourself in relationships, regardless of what happens. Trust yourself to be you in relationship. Remember that you can only trust others as much as you trust yourself. So when you feel you want to trust the other person you're in a relationship with more, start trusting yourself more. Relationships are indeed the ultimate playground. Show up as your true self always, regardless of the consequences of that, because you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a friend, whether it's a client, whether it's an employee. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where you can't be your true self, because that's not sustainable. And it's those kinds of situations that we let ourselves be in that adds stress and pressure to you that you don't need. Tuesday, release the need for external validation, for others to approve, so that you can justify your desire to control, and let go of your need to control anything other than how you choose to show up and respond. That's really, truly the only thing we have control of as individuals. Set purposeful intentions and be open to how things play out in the physical world. Notice when you are attracting or repelling what you say you want. Wednesday, trust your own value system and take action based on your values, and then reflect on what you've learned from those actions before you take the next step. Detach from how or when the outcome should appear, and focus on taking aligned actions. Stop questioning your own resourcefulness and trust it instead. Thursday, be content in each moment to take one step at a time, regardless of whether you know what the whole staircase looks like, because you know where you're going. You know what's at the top of that staircase. You know what's at the end of your path. You know what you're wanting in life. You know what your intention is. Take responsibility for your decisions and their consequences, and let go of anything that's not aligned with your values or your purpose. Friday, notice when you want to control someone or something and let that need go. Let that desire to control go. Make sure your inner values align with your actions and your choices, and find value in every step along your path. Be willing to give up good for the potential of great. You need to give up things. You need to let go of things to make space for what you want to come in. Saturday, remember you are valuable because you are. Just because you are alive, you are valuable. Without your value depending on what you have, your actions speak louder than your words. And the flip side of that is trust what other people do rather than relying on what they say. If they say one thing and do another one, trust what they do, not what they say. And really look to be in relationship with people where what they do matches what they say. Own your own values, knowing that they are not the same as other people's. Sunday, you create more of what you want when you prioritize your own values and your own self-worth. You following your own path leads the way for others to follow theirs. Growth is never linear. It goes up and down and all over the place, and you might find yourself in the weeds and then come back on your path. You might find you going up a hill and then dropping down again. It's not linear. Learn to play in the rhythm, or be willing to play in the rhythm and dance of it. Let go of your need to control and surrender to the rhythm. You see, we need moments of rest. We need moments where we do get off into the weeds, to learn a lesson there, to find out what we need to take with us moving forward. Everything happens for a reason, and we cannot see that at the time, most of the time. We can see it on reflection later on. And of course, that's where we're at in universal Uranus energy at the moment. And I talked about that in my September forecast. So that is about you looking back on the year and seeing, what's worked, what hasn't worked. What do you need support with moving forward? What do you need help with to get to where you want to go? Where is the gap between how far you have come this year and how far you still want to go? As I said earlier, message me if you would like to have a conversation about what receiving support from me could look like for you, and whether in fact we are a match, whether we're aligned to work together. Because, as you are as I'm asking you to be discerning, I am as well. And I only take on clients who are aligned for me, and I know that I can support them and help them get the best that they want. Look forward to hearing from you if that is you.